Hi, so it's January 26th, and this is Maura Q, and this video is for my YouTube channel. That's my Sunrider ADF channel. I made a commitment at the beginning of the year to practice alternate day fasting. I had gained some weight as a result of a combination of an antidepressant that I was on for hormonal mood swings, and also an anti-nausea medication that I was on after I got food poisoning about a year and a half ago. And the weight was really hard to get to come off. I tried doing things that I used to be able to do, like I was hiking every day. Like in December of 2024, I literally hiked more than 100 miles, and I don't think I dropped a pound. In January and February, I was at the gym like every day for an hour, and nothing was really working. So I like to use Sunrider products. They're Chinese herbal foods that are based on the philosophy of regeneration. Philosophy of regeneration says that if your body gets the right nutrition, it can heal itself. But I decided to also use the power of fasting because I started following doctors like Dr. Jonatas and Dr. Mindy and these fasting doctors. I think Jason Fung is one of them. Anyway, there's a bunch of fasting doctors on YouTube, and they talk about how when you fast, your body goes into autophagy. It starts cleaning out mitochondrial junk in the DNA. It starts cleaning out garbage from your cells, and you start burning fat. And if you're eating too frequently, even if you're eating healthy stuff, your body can get insulin resistance. So you're basically just sending the message like store fat, store fat, store fat. And it's not really about how much you're eating, but more about how frequently you're eating. So I started in 2025. I was actually, after the Eat and Fire, we were going out to eat, and because we didn't have a kitchen, we were displaced. I just gained weight even though I was exercising and only eating, not even eating that frequently, but just not going a long period of time without eating. And I was actually over 200 pounds at my heaviest, which for somebody that was, at peak shape, 29 years old, 115 pounds, 15% body fat, 4-time marathon runner, have been on the red carpet. Being over 200 pounds was like, I saw myself one day at Equinox Gym in the mirror, and I just went home and cried, and I couldn't even go to the gym again because I just felt so heavy and, double chin, didn't feel like myself. So I started doing intermittent fasting. I started just by, narrowing my window, and then I did OMAD for a long time, and OMAD is 1 meal a day. What I found, at first I lost weight really quickly, and then I think, so went from over 200 pounds, I think I was at like 211 at my highest in March or April of last year, and then I dropped 30 pounds like in a couple months. Because I dropped down to like borderline 179, and then I had to extend those fasts up until they were like 48-hour fasts. And the 1 meal a day, if you do that, you eat a lot of food, and it can be kind of physically uncomfortable to eat that much in one sitting. It felt like, so I was doing like 5 days off and then 48 hours or 48 hours every 10 days. I was kind of playing around with it. And I think I was going into starvation mode because I was fasting just to not gain weight, and that was annoying to me. So I decided to give myself a little break. So around like December, also cookie season, I laxed off on the rules. I was just like, I'm going to eat, it's fine. Ended up gaining about 7-8 pounds. So I was back up to about 187 when I decided to do ADF. ADF, you eat one day, eat normally, and then you don't eat the next day. So it's literally a 36-hour fast, like every other day. The thing I like about that is that when you do eat, you're not cramming yourself with food. You can just kind of graze, so you can break into eating normally. The thing I don't like is 24 hours is a reasonable amount of time to fast. It's not that hard once you get used to it. 36 hours, when I hit 24, it's like, ah, and 36 hours is a lot harder than 24. So I decided that my system would be modified ADF, meaning I don't get a clean 36-hour fast every time I attempt a day of fasting. I might eat just one snack. I might have a glass of hot milk before bed. I might even have one small meal, not a cram yourself OMAD style meal where you're trying to get your entire day's calories, but where you're trying to eat the smallest meal possible so that you're not in excruciating hunger pain. So where I'm at now is that I lost weight quickly with ADF, but then my body seemed to kind of adjust to it. And unless I can get that clean 36-hour fast, I don't seem to be dropping weight. So today's January 26th, and I did see 178 for the first time ever on the scale today, because I'd been as low as 179 in like August, and then nothing was happening. It was going up and down in the 180s. And 178 is definitely lower, but then I had a full refeed day today, so it'll probably go higher. But what it seems to take for me to actually drop pounds at this point in my life is very long period of time with no food at all. So like not 24 hours, but 36 hours, no food, just mineral water, Fortune Delight, Cali. I'll take a quinary, which is a Sunrider product that has like 50 different herbal foods in it. But I will not eat food, so mostly mineral water. Cali tea is really great because it has no calories. I have found that the people who recommend that you jack yourself up on caffeine while you're fasting, maybe they're not really aware of like long-term adrenal gland implications for that, because when you're jacked up on caffeine, Google spider webs on caffeine and you'll see people don't actually think too clearly. So the idea is like it's an energy credit card, and with Cali tea you get like a smooth, cleansing, detoxifying all the catechins and benefits of green tea. So I would recommend that. I would not recommend coffee because it can lead to just feeling really woozy, weird, icky, stomach ache, jacked up on caffeine, not thinking clearly, thinking you're thinking clearly, but not. And so I'm trying to be a little more disciplined, but I also feel that it's important that even in this process, whether or not I lose weight, the commitment is to the process. And for it to be sustainable, I can't be going to such extremes that it's, I can't sleep, I'm too hungry, it's too painful physically. If I get in a clean 36-hour fast once a week, twice a week, 3 times a week, that's great. If I have to modify the fast for my ability to function, to think clearly, and the weight loss is a little slower, or even I don't lose weight, but I am kind of gaining, I do notice with the fasts that I feel less emotional up and downs, other than if it's a really long fast, I can feel like actually extremely, like I actually get angry, like I'm so hungry, I'm like, so or like even a little sad, like I miss food, like I'm like, oh, I'm sad, I want food. But for the most part, the experiment is going well. I'm maintaining my commitment to it, and overall I'm committed more to my health than to weight loss. And if something starts to feel unhealthy or unsafe, then I'll just do a modified version of it. So that's the narrative update. And maybe my next month, end of February, I could get down to 175. That would make me feel pretty good. But I'm hiking, walking, not doing a lot of weights, but a little bit of weights once in a while. And mostly exercise outdoors, a little bit of Qigong, and just Sunrider products are really, really great thing you can do for yourself. And so thanks for listening, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.